Hi, welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. My goal is to give you the heads up on filmmaking quality and content on feature films. However, I was just recently invited to do a review of a short. So the movie that I'm reviewing is called Who's Watching Who? And I really want to make sure that my review isn't longer than the actual short. But this short film actually won Scoop's Best Short Film. It was featured at the Percy Awards in Austin, Texas, just last month, and is now available for everyone to watch on YouTube. Margot Neal Pictures and Allegra Ventures created this short comedy film. It won and has received invitations to both the 15th Annual Burbank International Film Festival and the 26th Annual Dances with Films, both exceptional festivals famed for their intuitive flair for tomorrow's trailblazing filmmaker. The festivals are recognized for presenting amazing undiscovered talent to the entertainment industry and audiences globally. And so I wanted to present it to you. This film was produced by Chris Levine, Justin Nodell, and Don Lizzle. This film is just getting started on the film festival circuit, and congratulations to everyone involved with this project. So the short story was written by Chris Levine, who also stars in it. It's the story of a mother who has a planned business trip, but is put in an impossible situation when the father is unable to pick up their 10-year-old son, Trevor. So with short notice, she's forced to turn to the last person she would ever want to take care of Trevor, her down and out brother, Nick. Nick will be put to the test to see if he can handle the responsibilities of taking care of Trevor while quite possibly having the best weekend of their lives. Chris Levine can actually also be seen in Anabolic Life and The Handler. I hadn't seen him before in anything, but I think that you're going to get a kick out of his performance. All right, so let me tell you about some of the things that I liked about this. First of all, I love a good title sequence when something interesting happens while the opening credits roll, and such is the case with this short film. We immediately learn what kind of thoughtful kid Trevor is. We also learn quickly as the film starts what kind of man Nick is, and we wonder who's gonna watch who. It's an appropriate title and very descriptive, I might add. So there is some humor that endears both characters to us right away. We want them to have a close relationship because they both need care and attention, and they're related. What results from their pairing is actually quite heartwarming. I could easily see a full-length feature film with these two characters. It could be a cute movie with some fun shenanigans and sweet moments, because that's what the short has. As it is now, it tells a full story in only 6.5 minutes. Now, there were just a couple of things I didn't like or just thought could have been done better. First of all, as an official grammar Nazi, I have to point out that the title isn't grammatically correct. It should be Who's Watching Whom? But I totally get that that sounds weird, even though it's correct, and people would go, what is this all about? I also worried how much damage Uncle Nick's lack of good judgment was going to inflict on young, poor Trevor. Things that he does, things that he says. And as a mother, I was holding my breath like, oh, would I want Nick to babysit my kid of an impressionable age? I don't know. No spoilers. I'm not going to tell you how it ends up. Some tips for parents are that there are some crude conversations started with a young boy. They're quickly cut off, thank goodness. But I'm like, who's the audience for this? Is it for kids or adults? Because it depends on how you take some of the humor. There is, however, no profanity, so that's good. A man farts, then a boy does. A young boy needs to have someone that he can fart with who thinks it's especially funny. I have 4 sons. So I'm speaking from personal experience, and as a mother, they would fart and I would just go, boys, like let's not behave like barnyard animals, that kind of stuff. And so a kid has to be able to fart with somebody. Usually it's a dad or another brother, and they think it's hilarious. And that's okay. I'm happy to say that for the most part, my sons have outgrown that. Now, there is also some talk of suicide. So I always write down funny lines and interesting lines. And one of them that struck me that I wrote down was when Trevor, played by Alex Lazul, says, "Love is complicated." And it is. And this relationship actually is a great illustration of it, even though they're not talking about their relationship, but other outside relationships. But it's true. All right, so I think I've now talked longer than the actual short. So let me give you a recommendation for a feature film that I think this movie could turn into if given the opportunity. It's one of my family's favorites. It's called Uncle Buck. My husband just laughs hysterically every time we see this one. Another wayward uncle type of movie is called Secondhand Lions. It's much more dramatic and serious. So good luck to the filmmakers and this crew for getting something started. Round of applause. Thanks for joining me with just a few quick minutes. Have a fantastic day and come back for a review of a feature film. Bye for now.